The city burned with angry cries, brothers divided, truth despised. A letter came with fire and flame from Captain Moroni, bold in name.
But calm stood justice in the storm, a voice of mercy, quiet, warm. He bore no grudge, no pride to feed, only love for a nation's need.
Unshaken when the tempest roared,
He answered peace,
not war. Unbroken when accused by friend, he chose to heal, not to defend. Pahoran's heart refused to fall. He stood for God through it all. He saw beyond the heat of men, the higher call, the what and when. He wrote, I do not joy in anger sound, but in liberty, where peace is found.
not all battles wear a sword, some are won by a gentle word, for justice bows to charity, and grace becomes true liberty.
Unshaken by rage or pain,
He bless instead of blame.
unbroken when the world divides, he chose the lamb, not pride. Pahoran's name will ever call. Be calm, be just through it all.
When the hearts of men fail,
The steadfast stand still. The camp had fallen to shadow and flame. Israel's heart forgot his name, while idols rose and passions burned. The covenant's peace was overturned. But through the crowd, one voice, one stand, a faithful priest with spear in hand. Phinehas burned with holy fire. Zeal for God is one desire. where sin brought plague and souls decayed. One act of faith made heaven stay. The wrath was quenched, the storm grew still. God's peace returned, His perfect will. No crown, no fame, no earthly prize, just tears and truth in faithful eyes. He saw the plague, the people's cries, and pierced the sin that defied the skies. Then heaven spoke, the voice of flame, my covenant of peace shall bear His name. From Levi's sons to Zion's hill, that zeal still calls the hearts to fill. From Alma's band to Paul's rebirth, the righteous still defend God's worth. For Christ Himself, the Holy Lamb, consumed the curse, the great I am. Phinehas burned with holy fire. Zeal for God is one desire. When nations fall and hearts grow cold, rise again, be brave, be bold. For heaven crowns the hearts that fight, to guard the truth, to stand for right. When darkness reigns and the righteous hide, let zeal and faith ignite inside. For God still seeks the fearless few, whose hearts burn pure, whose vows are true. Phinehas stood and heaven knew, the peace of God was born anew.
Where few would see, she bore the word on bended knee. A faithful hand, a servant's heart, she carried truth where love would start. Not crowned in gold nor robed in fame, yet heaven whispered Phoebe's name. Through quiet paths her footsteps burned, the gospel lived in those she turned. Carried by grace, she walked alone, bearing the message, making it known. Her strength was gentle, her faith divine. The torch she carried will always shine, for love is louder than worldly might. Carried by grace into the light.
She crossed the miles through dust and flame, for Paul had trusted her by name. A deacon's soul, a sister's hand, a light that spread through every land.
Receive her well, the letter read. A servant blessed, the apostle said. Her faith became the bridge of years, her courage born from love, not fears. Carried by grace when hearts grew cold, she bore the truth that can't be sold. The humble rise where pride will fade, the meek stand firm where faith is made. For though the world forgets her face, her name lives on. Carried by grace. The letter sealed, the mission done, a servant's heart forever
The halls of Egypt's stone, desire burned upon the throne. Her eyes were fire, her words were sweet, a serpent's charm beneath deceit. But Joseph's heart refused her call. He chose the Lord and lost it all. A robe torn loose, a cry of shame, a righteous man bore guilt and blame. The cloth in her hands, the chains on his feet, yet heaven was stirring where sorrow would meet. For truth cannot die, nor destiny fade. Even prison's walls serve the plans God made.
Falsely chained, yet heaven near, Joseph's faith destroyed all fear. In the dark, God wrote his plan, turning pain to purpose in a man. Through tears, through loss, through cruel disgrace, the dream still burned redemption's face. So deceit may triumph for a night,
but truth awakens with the light. For every lie the Lord redeems and turns the trap into his means. Her whisper faded, but his his word remained. From pit to palace, his glory regained. The cloth in her hands could not erase the calling sealed by heaven's grace. Chains broke apart, the dream took flight, the falsely shamed became the light. From tears to throne, through pain to plan, God made a king from an innocent man.
Beware the voice that flatters sin,
For ruin hides where pride begins.
but trust the Lord, his ways are deep, for even lies his promise keep.
The cloth once held to curse his name became the proof of God's great Beneath the walls of Jericho, a trembling heart began to glow. The night was thick, the soldiers near, but faith burned bright through every fear. She hid the spies, her soul was torn, a scarlet thread, a life reborn.
Tie the cord upon your door, let mercy mark your home once more. Though the walls may fall and kingdoms fade, the God of heaven keeps his word. Your faith will not decay.
While others mocked, she dared believe that grace could find the least, the weak. From ruin's edge, redemption came, and Rahab rose through whispered shame. The harlot's name became a crown, as mercy lifted what man cast down.
Through her bloodline came the king, through her faith the angels sing. A sinner saved, a soul made whole, the scarlet thread still binds us all. For Christ descended through her name to lift all hearts through mercy's flame.
Tie the cord upon your soul, let love redeem and make you whole.
Love redeem and make you whole.
The Lamb who saves, remember still.
Who saves, remember still.
The woman who believed his will. Though walls may shake, his truth remains. Through scarlet grace, salvation reigns. From Rahab's room to heaven's gate, the faith once small has sealed her fate. No past too dark, no sin too deep. For God remembers those who weep. A scarlet cord, a single thread, and through her faith the lost are led. In desert sands, beneath the stars, an old man watched from fields afar. He saw a leader, worn and tired, by heaven's call, by burdens fired.
He spoke not loud, but words of light to ease the hands that held the fight. Share the load, let others stand, and lead through heart, not just command. The wisdom of Jethro still speaks today. Through every trial, through work and faith, he taught the weary how to see that strength is found in unity. When voices rise in love, not pride, the Lord himself will stand beside.
He blessed the man who faced the sea, who'd freed his people, set them free. He smiled and said, "You lead for God,
but share the path that he has trod."
For wisdom's voice is calm, not grand. It lifts the weary, helps them stand. The quiet guide, the priest, the friend. Through counsel true, the burdens end.
The wisdom of Jethro lights the way through ages past to hearts today. He taught that power humbly bends, and mercy is where leadership ends. The Lord still whispers through the wise, lift another and you'll rise. One heart that listens, one voice that guides, one God who leads through servant eyes.
They came with gold, with heads bowed low, a gift declared yet truth below. The coin was bright, the heart was dim. Deceit had found its voice in them. She smiled before the sacred flame, but heaven saw beyond her name. The breath she held was the last she'd know, for truth stood waiting still and low. When the lie was weighed, her heart gave way, and fear of God filled hearts that day. For in that silence, thunder cried, the price of a lie is the soul inside.
First came the husband, proud and sure. He spoke the words, the false and pure. Then fell his breath, his body still. The Spirit moved divine and chill, and she to share his lie and meet God's wrath.
You cannot hide what God can see. No mask conceals eternity. The church was young, the Spirit strong, and truth was holy, pure and long. Sapphira fell, the earth grew still, her story carved on Zion's hill. The breath she held was the last she'd know, for truth stood waiting still and low. When the lie was weighed, her heart gave way, and fear of God filled hearts that day. For in that silence, thunder cried, the price of a lie is the soul inside. Yet mercy speaks from age to age, through blood that covers every page. For Christ still calls the heart to turn before the light where secrets burn. Sapphira's fall, though wrapped in dread, reminds the living truth's not dead. The judge sat high in robes of pride. A brother's heart burned cold inside. For power's crown, for silver's gleam, they sold their souls and killed the dream.
Whispers moved through shadowed halls. Prophets wept as justice falls. A nation's heart by greed betrayed. The blood of kings in darkness lay.
The knife of brotherhood runs deep. Where love once stood, the serpent's creep. The oath of sin, the whispered lie, fulfill the word that truth can't die. From secret bands to shattered thrones, the Lord will reap what man has sown. He fell before the rising sun, the prophecy of Nephi done. The wicked mocked, their laughter cold, unknowing they'd been long foretold.
On Nephi lands the heavens cry. Your strength has turned to vanity's lie. Your hearts of stone, your hands of blood will meet the fire, will face the flood.
The knife of brotherhood runs deep. Through time and souls, it still will speak. The Lord still calls from ages past. Repent before the shadows last. For secret things will all be shown, and every heart will reap what's sown.
Betrayal's price, and nations fall. The blood still whispers, he knows it
The crown was placed, but faith was gone. A fleeting king, a borrowed dawn. He stood where holy fathers prayed, but chose the path where light decayed. The kingdom sighed, the heavens wept, for promises his fathers kept. Brief was his throne, swift came his fate. He learned too late that pride can't wait. When kings forget the voice of grace, the Lord removes both name and place, and silence falls where honor stood. For God remembers as only he could. His father's hands had cleansed the land, torn idols down with righteous stand. But Shallum's heart, untempered clay, hardened fast and turned away. He ruled 3 moons, no peace, no light, a kingdom dim then lost from sight. Jeremiah wept in vain, for Judah's crown was wrapped in shame. From glory's seat to Pharaoh's cell, the king who would not hear God fell. His name forgot, his story brief, a lesson carved in tears and grief. Brief was his throne, swift came his fate. He learned too late that pride can't wait. For every heart that mocks the call, the higher raise, the harder fall. And history whispers, soft but clear, the Lord is just. The proud should fear. Servant who fears the Lord than the king who breaks his word.
He stood before the sacred gate. With words of God he dared create. He spoke with fire, but not with flame. He wore the robe, but not the name.
He cursed the prophet's holy call. Built his lies to make them fall. But truth was sharper than his tongue, and heaven's judgment had begun.
The voice that lied has now grown still. The Lord of hosts has crushed his will.
No good he'll see, no peace, no song.
For every false word echoes wrong.
The silence now declares the cost. When truth is mocked, the soul is lost. Jeremiah stood alone. His tears became the temple stone. He cried for those who would not hear, who traded faith for words unclear.
False light burns bright, but fades away. The dawn reveals the end of play.
For every voice that fights the word, the Lord will speak and will be heard. and sin no more.
Let every tongue be pure and true, for every word returns to